Morning. Hi, how did everyone's weekends go? Or maybe it's still Sunday for many of you. It's Monday morning for me. Hi. It's already mid-May, you guys. How are we doing? It's 11 a.m. here. I was at the gym for 7 a.m. this morning. I worked out. I feel good. I kind of felt like dying when my alarm went off, but once I got to the gym and once I got out, I even had I even sat in the sauna. I just sat for like 15 minutes for a little bit, so I'm feeling awake and alive now. Why is the chat not moving? Sometimes my OBS takes a while to catch up. Um, okay, so my past week just went by so fast. I feel like this, I say this every week, but I feel like this past week went so fast. A lot happened. Um, what's wrong with this chat? Okay, I can see everyone now. Hi, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Okay, so but noticeably, the thing that I wanted to say firstly was who I talked about this last week, but who watched Guardians of the Galaxy 3? Because I said last week that I was gonna watch, and I finally did on Saturday, and I watched it, and like I was so looking forward to it, you guys, because so many of my friends had watched it already. And if you remember Chan from Ramen and Chill, he put it on his stories, and then I was asking him like, how was it? He was like, oh, it's so good. It's one of the best Marvel movies I've seen. And he was like, you have to watch it. So I was so excited. And people like Subini, she said she cried 5 times during the movie, and my other friends too. I won't spoil it for you guys. I won't spoil it. I won't spoil what's happened, but like, and like she said she cried 5 times. I was like, oh my god, okay. So I went with my boyfriend and we watched, and we were like, after the movie, we were like, where exactly? Where on earth were we supposed to cry? Don't understand. I don't, and I really like Guardians of the Galaxy the series. I think I much prefer the first two, because they were just more like funny. Um, and there were parts in this one I just felt like the emotional scenes just tend to like not really work on me. I was just like, this is dragging on a little bit too long. And like cheesy scenes like dancing scenes, or like just like emotional, like kind of sob story type scenes, I'm just like, oh, get on with it. Show me the action. Yeah, I'm very TJ type personality type, and so is my boyfriend. So we were like, I don't understand how this was supposed to make us cry. But yeah, if you haven't watched it, go watch it. Uh, I don't really cry in movies, films, stuff like this anyway. In fact, like I don't cry much in general. I was talking about this with someone the other day, but like I honestly sometimes I freak out if people start crying in front of me, because I just like, I'm just like, okay, well, how do I make it stop for you? Like, how should we get out of this situation? Why are you crying? Like, uh, okay, hold on. Someone is spamming. Don't spam, please. Um, Please stop spamming. Yeah, I put that person on pause. Sorry. I loved your fortune teller video. Oh, okay, that's fun. Um, but basically, like I've noticed a personality difference between me and my friends sometimes, where like they will in fact, like this was a few weeks ago. This was a new girlfriend that I had met. She's like a big YouTuber in Korea. She doesn't cater to like international audience, but she like caters to the domestic YouTube audience. And like within 2 hours of meeting, like I was telling her stories, and then I started talking to her about my mom and stuff, and then she literally started like tearing up in front of me, listening to me speak, and I was like, whoa, like it's not like I've known you 2 years, like I've known you 2 hours and you're crying for me. I was like, I could not really. I was like, I mean, that's really sweet of you. That's really sweet of you. But like I was like, why are you crying? I could never. And then, I don't know, is this me that's weird? Is that me that's taking it weird? But I was just like, wow, you're very emotional and very empathetic. Maybe she's just like a nicer person than me. I mean, I told that story to my boyfriend, and he was like, what? Is she a psycho? I don't know if we are weird, or like, I don't know. Everyone's different, I guess. And then one time this was when I was still teaching like violin to kids. And then some of the parents, I know, like, the Asian moms here, like, already intense, so I get that. But then one time I was speaking to a mom on the phone, and then she started like bawling her eyes out about, like, I don't know, she was like worried about her kid, and I was just like, I freaked out. I was like, I didn't know how to, like, I was like, why on earth are you crying to me, the violin teacher? Like, I am not your therapist. I literally did not know how to handle the situation. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, so I just, yeah, I cannot deal with it when people cry. I think I just get a bit uncomfortable. I just like, I just want to help you. Like, please stop crying. Anyway, before, like, I talk about the other stuff, you guys, I look very tan on camera. I honestly just don't think I look that tan. I am tan. I don't think I look that tan in person, but I look very tan on camera. Anyway, so these necklaces I love. They're on the website. I get lots of compliments on these. It comes in a set. These are real pearl, and this is real silver. I like to layer it, and it goes well with this top that I'm wearing. That's already on the website. My friend Wenjung, when she stayed with me last week, she actually got one from me. She bought one in black. So it comes with white and black. It's like the most perfect cropped length, and it has like this U shape. It's like very flattering. And these cargo skirts from last week, these have been selling so well. Everyone likes these. Kelsey really liked them when she saw them in person. Super lightweight, durable. And these tops also, I think it's just really flat. I really like this kind of neckline. It like elongates your neck. It's very like, it makes you look cool. And it's like a flattering length on the arm. If you're like self-conscious about like showing your upper arms or something, it's very flattering length. And it's just stretchy, breathable. I really like it. So yeah, and yeah, it's on the website. Go check it out. And all my accessories too that I wear every time on the website too. Please stop spamming. I'm gonna. Anyone's like spamming like more than 5 same comments, I will just ban you. Sorry. Your tan looks fabulous. Thank you, Katie. I like my tan. And guys, it's getting hot in Korea now. It's like 27 degrees today, and it's basically hot this whole week. I think it's going to be quite a rainy summer though. I heard it's going to be a rainy summer, a lot of like monsoony type weather. So I don't really like it when it's like pouring rain in the summer, because it just gets so, Korea's already so humid, and then your hair just frizzes and all this. So yeah, go check out Now Vibe. Please use welcome 10 if you haven't bought anything off the website. That will give you 10% off the website. So go check it out. I do have new items in, but I want to upload it all in like the same batch. So that'll be next week. I'll give you a sneak peek, because I wore this dress. I posted it on my Instagram stories over the weekend, and people liked the dress. I like the dress too. Yeah, this will be a sneak peek. It's khaki. Oh. This will be up next week. You see my obsession with like midi long dresses these days. This will be up next week. And I think since I've gotten tan over the years, I really feel like I like those kind of colors too, like green, khaki colors, as well as just like my neutrals, obviously. Actually, like when I'm tan, like white really pops. White, silver, all the colors I like wearing. So that pops. Looks like someone testing their bot program. Yeah, I've spammed. I mean, I've banned that person. Okay, so I have stuff that I wanted to talk about. Oh, okay. Someone asking me about the gym and stuff. I had something that I wanted to say about the gym, because I was complaining about this to like my friends, my boyfriend this past week, but like there's this one particular PT, personal trainer at my gym that I go to. He really is like the most how to say it, like he doesn't have the most tact. He doesn't understand the message. Like basically in Korean gyms, how it works is obviously you can go in and like get your monthly gym membership, and that's fine. But then usually how they try to make extra money on top, they always have like many personal trainers walking around. And then whenever they see a new person at the gym, they will always try to like give you free sessions, at least first two. First two sessions, they will say, okay, have free PT sessions on us. And then so you can like learn how to fix your form, your posture, you know how to use the weights and stuff. So I had two free ones when I moved to this area. This was back in like November, right? But I already had PTs like since like 3 years ago. I had them for like quite a long time, like 6 months, and I know how to work out at this point. I don't need any more, help. So I had those two sessions, and obviously after the two sessions, they try to like hook you in and be like, "Hey, I think you should improve this. So you need to have at least you should get at least like 10 more sessions." You know how it's like all business. So then I was like, I just straight out told him like, I just lied. I was like, I don't have any money. I can't afford this. Like, I'm just gonna go to the gym. Like, I can't afford PT sessions. So that's what I said. But then he kept on texting me because you have to. I was like, he got my number because we had to schedule those two free sessions. So I gave him my number, and then but then afterwards he continued to like text me sometimes like cutesy like emojis and be like, oh, have a good day and stuff like this. And I was like, I just like stopped replying because I was like, I felt uncomfortable because I'm just like, first of all, I'm not gonna have any more sessions with you because I don't need any help. I know how to work out. I'm a gym bunny. And then afterwards, and then he was just like really like getting onto the verge of being just annoying. And so every time I see him at the gym now, this is why I prefer first of all, I'm a gym early morning person anyway, so I like going like first thing. But also I know that he's in there from like lunchtime to evening from like 12 or something. So if I go in the afternoon, then it's like I will for sure like 100% see him. So I prefer to just like get it out of the way in the morning so I can just be left alone in peace. But sometimes, there have some other things. Sometimes I have to go in the afternoon or evening, when my schedule's not aligned. And then every time I go, right, it's like, I understand if it's like, he's just saying, hey, from like, if I just walk in and then he just sees me and then we go just like, oh, hey, annyeonghaseyo, this kind of thing. That's okay. I can deal with that. But it's like, he will just like literally walk up to where I am and like make eye contact, be like, hello. And I'm like, can I just please be left alone? Like, what the frick? Like, if he's not even just standing at the counter doing his job and being like, oh, hey, it's like he will walk up to me. Like few days ago, I was sitting in the sauna room. He opened the door to the sauna room and he was like, hi, like we're having this like weight loss challenge for everyone at the gym. Do you want to take part? And I was like, no. And I literally, that's all I said. I was just like, no. And he was like, oh, okay. And but like literally my facial expressions, like every time I see him now, I just like I get slightly more bitchy each time because I'm just like, can you please just like leave me alone? And I want to be a nice person to everyone, but it's just like I don't think he understands. Tammy says, I go cheap, Planet Fitness, no people to bother you there. I mean, but each Korean gym, I feel like they have PTs walking around and it's like, I guess they get told by the bosses, like, try to make sales, try to get more customers. So, I mean, I guess that's their job. But, oh my God, he's just becoming really annoying at this point. So that's why I tried to go in the morning. And then one time when I went in the afternoon, he was like, oh, because he knows that I usually go first thing in the morning. He was like, oh, it's a surprise that you're here. Like, why are you here in the afternoon? And I was like thinking like, it's not because I'm not here for you. Like, don't get it twisted. I think he's very just direct forward. So yeah, it's getting into like the gym is like my safe place. It's like the time I want to switch off from everybody. Like, don't bother me. I have my AirPods in and like no noise cancellation. Seriously, do not bother me. I want to focus on what I'm doing. Do not try to start a conversation with me. It doesn't matter who you are. Just like, please leave me alone. Hi Anna, what's your Korean name? My Korean name is Ji Yun Lee. Sounds like he has a crush on you. I mean, a lot of trainers though, I heard, like, especially these PT trainers, they have a lot of female clients, right? I've heard most Korean girls say, do not ever date a personal trainer, because a lot of these girls, their clients end up developing crushes on the personal trainers. And because it's the job involves a lot of physical touch, they have to touch your arm, your like the back, or your sometimes your legs, because they have to tell you, like, they have to properly work the glutes and the muscles and whatever. So a lot of girls like try like mistakenly like fall for these personal trainers. So they have a lot of like girls that are like, and they have to like in Korea, all these personal trainers, they text you to make sure you're eating good. They make sure you're not cheating. So it becomes like they check up on you, and it almost feels like it's like a parasocial relationship where you almost feel like they become your boyfriend. Especially if you're like single, you could I can understand why girls can sometimes fall for personal trainers in this way. But I was just like, yeah, no, not for me. Please stop. I seriously just want to be left alone. And like I look the least cute at the gym. I like my hair up, I have no makeup on, my face is all like sweaty and red. Like, please don't bother me. Yeah. So that was what I was bothered about. What was I gonna say? And then this got me to thinking about this past week, where I was just like, maybe I not even just like with people at the gym, but whatever, but just like the reason why I've been feeling so burnt out, over like just overdrawn and just stretched out. I just feel like, I don't know if it's because I make videos like guide to Seoul or like guide to neighborhoods and stuff, but a lot of people just like ask me to do stuff, and then if they're visiting Seoul, or like even just my friends in Seoul, whatever, it's just like sometimes I end up mostly saying yes to everything, but then sometimes I feel like, "Ugh, I'm not. What am I getting out of this really? Is this a benefit to me?" Um, and then I've starting to realize like I have to learn to start saying no to certain things, really, because I just like I really want to do things that is gonna be either like because I'm gonna have a good time, or it's gonna be like beneficial for me in some way. But it's just like once I start saying yes to everything, I'm just like exhausted. I get exhausted, or I just like during while I'm spending time with said person, I'm just like I could be spending my time so much better doing other stuff. That's what I've been starting to feel recently. So I'm just like, how to be tactful, but like learn to say no, but in like a nice way, you know? That's hard. Like, how do you guys do it? Like, yeah, when people that you meet, and then like, yeah, just saying no to stuff in a nice but firm way. Like how? And then okay, on Wednesday I had dinner with a friend. She was fine, but then we went out. We had dinner, and then we went out for like one drink afterwards to a bar. And then there were these like groups of like, I think they were from Australia, if I'm not mistaken. The group from Australia, and then she's very social, so she just started talking to them. It was like mostly like men, guys in that group, and they started talking to us. And this one man, this one man, he was like old. He was old and balding, and they were just like, oh, you guys live here, and like you speak English so well, and like all this stuff, la 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 la. And then in your face, they're just like, oh, let's exchange Instagram, let's become friends. And it's just like when people like spring that on you, it's not like I was just like I was just thinking in my like I'm never gonna see these people again probably. But it's just like can't feel like I can't say no. So they're just like, oh, give me your Instagram. So I'm just like, okay. But it's just like I just know I will never see these people again. Like, how do you guys deal with that? Like, do you guys have you had similar situations when people that you've just met, they're just like, let's exchange, and then what do you say? And anyway, so that guy, like, we exchanged, right? I gave him my Instagram, and then he started DMing me, and then he was married, but he said he was in an open relationship, and he was old, balding, like it just like the a complete like I would just like never be interested in this kind of person anyway. But he said that to my friend. He was like, oh, I'm in an open relationship, so it's fine. We have like an arrangement, so I am allowed to like hit on girls. And I was like, and then he was DMing me being like, oh, I think you're cute, and like I'm here in Seoul until like 2 days later, like let's meet for a drink, let's go for a drink. And I was like, why would I do this? Why? Just no way in hell. So I just ended up like blocking him, because I just know I'll never see him again. um and yeah, I was just like, People, and when men say like we are in an open relationship, it's just like, are you though actually, or do you just say that when you travel? When you travel, because like people can just say that and then just do whatever they want, but you don't actually know if they are. And I have no interest in getting tangled up with anything like that anyway, even if I was single. First of all, I have a boyfriend that I like very much. But even if I was single, I have no interest in getting tangled up with people in open relationships. No, thank you. Make a second Insta account for such circumstances. That is I should have done that. Yeah, I should do that. Really. Um, so yeah, I just ended up blocking them. If he keeps bothering you, just say you're not interested and that you have a boyfriend. Like I told them actually that night. I was like, "Oh, I have a boyfriend." So I went home early. I left earliest than everyone else. But like these people, they don't care. They really don't care. Um, yeah, audacity, the audacity. I'd be like, he was. I was like, what makes you think like you're probably like 20 years older than me? What makes you so confident that I will? After I've told you I have a boyfriend, what makes you're so confident to assume that I will just go for a drink with you? Like, what? That's why some people own multiple phones. I mean, that's if you have already multiple phones, that's fine. But I mean, I don't give out my number. But if people ask for Instagram, yeah, but the second Instagram account, that is a good. I should do that. I don't know. I didn't know why I didn't think. But yeah, how do you guys say no to people in nicely in your actual lives when you don't really wanna? Obviously, not to your own like your circle of friends, but like when you meet people that's just like kind of acquaintances or whatever. Um, yeah, how do you say no in a nice way? Give me advice. um, I just say I don't have slash use IG. I straight up say I'm not interested. You can say you're not interested, or you can say you have a boyfriend, but still some people will try. So I think that was interesting. What did I say? Okay, so last week we filmed 2 episodes of Korean Pizza Club, and because David's on holiday right now, I think since yesterday he's in Macau for like 4 days with his friends. So we filmed 2 episodes. It was with Kelsey and Subini, the best combination. What did we talk? We talked about luxury brands in Korea. Why Koreans are so obsessed with logos, brands, brand names. That was one, and then the other one was about like the rising like drug use in Korea too. So I don't know when David's gonna release them, but we filmed 2, so David has still like a lot to go through to edit. And then Danny, he texted me last week. He was like, Anna, where he asked me which studio I used to do my body profile, because I think Danny's like working out these days, I think. And so he was like, I want to get in like really good shape and I want to take body profile pictures. And then so I gave him like I connected him to my photographer Onni. She took some of my favorite photos of me. So he's gonna do it. He's booked it. He's booked it with her. And he's I think in like 3 months from now, August. So he's gonna do a body profile. I should get Danny on a live soon, but he's very busy, it seems like. Yeah, he's very busy. So anyway, that's what happened. I should have you guys see the shorts that I did? And the shorts I filmed when I was filming KPC with David, Subini, Kelsey. I think I'm going to continue this format, this series. And it got a lot of views on Instagram Reels. Like the algorithm on Instagram and TikTok is definitely so different to YouTube. My goodness. I posted the exact same, those like best cafe in Seoul, best restaurant, those shorts. I posted the same content to all 3 platforms. So I'll tell you, the one with the most views on my YouTube account is currently right now 4.7K. That's like the most views it's got. That's on Kelsey's one. And then on TikTok, the difference is just astonishing. There's 200K views. That's the one with the most with David. And on Instagram is like a lot of views too. So it's just like YouTube, I don't understand like the algorithm these days. I just don't understand. Yeah, I'll keep the shows coming. So I wanna do it with Danny. I'll do it with my like ramen and chill friends. I have a lot of people that I can ask. Your own body profile tie was a good training arc. Yeah, I still train, but it's just like train like working out is part of my daily, but it's just like you have to go on quite severe like strict lean cut, like absolutely no fun food. So that's what's hard. Just purely chicken and vegetables, basically. That's what's hard. Um, do you get money off of IG Reels? No, not because I'm in Korea, but I think there is like some creator fund if you live in the US. The US gets always everything first hand, but hopefully they will roll it out. But no, currently you do not make any money off Reels on Instagram. Not if you live in Korea. Um, but it got me a lot of new followers, those Reels. Suddenly it shot up, so yeah, we'll keep them coming. I'm gonna film some new reel. I have new reel ideas for this afternoon. I actually have a meeting after this live. I've been doing a lot of meetings, but it's just like I'm not sure if it's like anything substantial has come out of them. But today's meeting is about like uh I think a lot of webtoon companies in Korea are trying to branch out, trying to globalize, trying to scale. So one new one reached out to me and they want me to maybe review on my YouTube channel, and they were talking about influencers maybe using their IP as like a character in a webtoon or something like this. So a lot of it is like sexual or like, BL, this kind of webtoon. Do people I've never like been interested in that kind of stuff, but I think that I mean there is a huge market for it, right? So that I have a meeting with that company this afternoon, and then one of my reels shorts ideas is going to be like the benefits and the good sides and the bad sides of living in a loft apartment, because it's getting hotter now and I definitely feel like my apartment is getting hotter, and I live on the top floor actually, and plus all the heat rises to the top, right? And especially so like my bed area, I can feel it's definitely hotter in the evening. So actually I slept with a fan on yesterday. So yeah, a lot of meetings. I think I saw someone asking about the Paris trip. I think it got delayed, or like I don't know, maybe they went with someone else, but yeah, not happening. But I have a lot of other ads, like Korean skincare stuff that I have to film soon. So all of that's good. What is your Instagram address? I'll write it in the chat. It's JY Anna Lee. It's the same on my TikTok and Instagram, JY Anna Lee. And people ask me what the meaning it is. There's literally no meaning. Anna Lee is obvious, but JY is like my Korean name initials, Ji Yun. So I've had the same username on Instagram for I don't know, past how many years. So yeah. Um, what do you eat? What do you eat before you work out, or do you work out fasted? Yeah, I usually work out fasted because I just feel better. Sometimes if you eat before, no, I will drink like a Monster Energy, or sometimes I will have like a something shot of like that will get your blood sugar up. Sometimes I'll have like a fruit, something that will just like give you like spike of energy before you go. But usually I drink like a Monster Energy drink, something caffeinated, or sometimes coffee. But I like to go on like a empty stomach because I don't, especially when you're doing weights. So I've been sometimes when I've gone on a full stomach and you literally feel like you're about to puke. So I like to go fasted and then I eat afterwards. I have to buy my own portable air conditioner because my parents are too cheap to insulate the house properly. Yeah, air conditioner season is upon us. So you have to be physically fit to live in the loft. I mean, it's not like it's a huge ass flight of stairs, but one of the concerns is like if you have coming back on a night out and you're like a bit drunk, if you fall down the stairs or something, you could injure yourself. That is that is a concern. But actually, I've never fallen down my stairs, so that's fine. But I'm gonna make her shorts reels about this. Um, and then the past week, If do you guys know Dr. John Yu on YouTube or Instagram? He's a dentist. He's a Korean American. He's like 3 years older than me. He has way more Instagrams. He's like a dentist, but also like an influencer, plus like a personal trainer. He's like everything. I actually met him and then we filmed a video on Friday. So please watch out for that. It's gonna be one's gonna go up on his channel, one's gonna go up on my channel. Is there no aircon in Korea? Of course there's aircon in Korea. We would die without aircon. It gets very hot and humid in the summer. We have air conditioning. In the UK, basically no houses had air conditioning. And sometimes in the summer it got unbearable. But UK is a pretty like much like most times during the year it's like a grey and kind of cool country. But sometimes in the summer no houses have air conditioning, so it sometimes got like unbearable. But anyway, Dr. John Yu, do you guys know him? Anyone know him? He's I first discovered his videos like maybe 2 3 years ago. It was like he did like a productivity vlog, and this guy is insane. Like actually we have the same personality type. He is ENTJ too. Dr. John Yu is one of the creators. Yeah, J Bros. J Bros. He's one of the J Bros. Yeah, exactly. He lives in New York. I watched his like 100-hour working week vlog. That's how I discovered him. I was like, this guy is freaking insane. He doesn't waste any hour of the day. He's like, he was working like basically at the weekends too. He said he's trying to chill out a little bit more these days, but like, yeah, very like he's a hustler. And so I on his channel we tried to film a convenience store mukbang vlog. I think he's leaving Seoul today, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, he was in Seoul for like maybe a week or a little bit over a week. So we filmed that, but there were so many variables that made it so hard, so hard. There was this old drunk man. We were like sat outside this convenience store, like a nice table, like you know what you see in like K dramas. You have the food outside on like one of those benches things. And we were like, the lighting was, first of all, the sun was too much strong, so we had to wait a bit for it to go down. And then there was this man playing like a YouTube video, like at the top of like the volume. Oh my God, there were so many variables, and then we had to keep moving around. But in the end, we managed. And then on my video, I was just, because he was born in Korea, but he moved to the States when he was 4. And he's basically American. He has American citizenship. So we were kind of relating to this kind of like growing up in the West kind of thing. But yeah, honestly, my boyfriend is ENTJ too, and I can feel their energy. They're very similar. Like I really feel like we're the same kind of like I feel like I've met my own tribe of people when I meet fellow ENTJs. It's just very just like workaholics, most of us. Yeah, workaholics and just like barely resting. We just always like to be doing stuff all the time. Go check out his channel. He's very good looking. He has I think 300k Instagram followers, and I think most of that is because he's like a good looking dentist. um INFJ, INFP, INTP, yeah. I have a lot of INFPs around me actually. David is one, for example. Juan was one. I get along with INFPs. But sometimes when I meet like that story that was saying earlier about the girl that I met 2 hours and she started crying for me, she was the most high energy person I've ever seen. And so after those 2 hours spent with her, I felt myself drained. And I rarely feel like that. You guys know I like to talk. Yeah, she was an ENFP, and she was the most high energy, and like I was just like watching her just being like like all these gestures as she's talking. I was just like her just trying to be like yeah, and I was exhausted after 2 hours. And then I was like wondering, like, do people feel like that with me sometimes? Maybe introverts feel like that with me. Ow. I hit my hand. I hope you did a vid and asked about whether he preferred Korean or American Korean. I think he just likes, like, in terms of ethnicity, he definitely just likes Korean girls. But I think he can do both. We talked about dating and stuff as well. We talked about dating. because that he talks about that kind of stuff a lot on his channel. But yeah, he's super nice guy. He's basically as you see him on camera, and we just got along really, really well. So watch out for that video. What is Danny's MBTI? Danny's MBTI is ENTJ. He's like me. On my channel, I actually have a video. Guys, go search ENTJ up on my channel, and I have a video with Danny. I think it's really funny, actually. Yeah, some traits I can say, because I have no idea about horoscopes, but and actually I can just 100% say with confidence, dating a fellow ENTJ, my boyfriend right now is ENTJ, it's the easiest relationship I've ever been in. The most stress-free, drama-free, there's no bloody mind games, there's nothing like that. I trust him fully, he trusts me fully. He's just like, he literally works like till like 11 p.m. and then he goes to the gym, and then he goes and plays golf. And it's just like most adult, most mature relationship, and he feels like that with me, you know. He's like, you don't get triggered by anything. Like, you know, a lot of, like, I'm guessing a lot of, especially if you've dated like Korean girls, they have a lot of things that there's like rules to a relationship. You have to text me like every hour, you have to all of these things, la la la, you know. But just have no expectations. I'm just like, I respect you. I will leave you alone while you have to do your work. And then, yeah. And then on Saturday, so I went to see Guardians with my boyfriend, actually. And then we went to Itaewon. We went to Itaewon afterwards, and it's back to life, you guys. I was shocked. Even like Waikiki, the club where that whole alleyway where the incident happened, people who are lining up outside Waikiki to go in, it was basically back to life. I can definitely say it's less Koreans than like last summer, for example. So many foreigners in Itaewon. Yeah, it was busy and popping, which I'm glad for the businesses. Obviously, it's nowhere near as busy as like last year, but I think once it gets even like June, July, August, I think it will basically be back to normal. It was busy, and then we went to a rooftop bar, Casa Corona, and then we proceeded to get very drunk. He's good at drinking. He's a good drinker. Like, he's into whiskey and stuff. So yeah, and then he he actually, when I first started dating him, I was just like, he always said to me like, oh, I tried to watch some of your lives, but he was like, it's just too long. Like, I cannot watch like a whole, first of all, he doesn't have time to watch like a whole hour of anything. And then, but so I got the feeling like he doesn't really watch any of my videos, but then actually I think he does. I actually think he does now. So, and then that vlog that he was in, the week in my life, he was in like the last part of it. And then I thought he just wouldn't care at all because I just blurred his face out and everything. But then he was like, oh, he was saying stuff like, oh, let's read the comments. I think he got quite excited. So I was like, hey, so I'm gonna, maybe down the line, I'll make him do a Q&A, sit down video Q&A. Honestly, yeah, he's so similar to me in so many ways. So it's just been so easy breezy for me. And his love language, I would say, is like acts of service. I definitely talk more in the relationship, I feel like. I think I talk more, but it's just like, he just does stuff, acts of service for me. Like, you'll be eating something and then he would just be like cutting it up and putting it on my plate, like this kind of thing. Yeah, he's cute. Her face blurred Q&A or face reveal. No, he freaks out. Like, even if I like, because I like to, sometimes I post it on my Instagram stories, but he's just like, no, you have way too many followers. It's just like, I freak out a little bit. He's very like private. So unless he's really, really comfortable, it will continue to be face blurred. Face blurred. Yeah, his affection towards me, I feel like, is actions more than words. So yeah, I'm very happy. And all my friends, when they see me now, they're like, Anna, you are glowing. I'm like, thank you. Yeah, so he thought the same about Guardians to me as well. And then guys, my birthday, right, is at the end of the month. It's on the 30th of May, and that lands on a Tuesday. So I can't really have a birthday party on a Tuesday night because most people are going, during the work week, everyone should be working. So I'm gonna have it like a few days later on like the Friday or Saturday. I think it's gonna end up being around like 30 people. And there's no bar or like a booth that I can book where it will be accommodating like 30 people. So I'm gonna have to book a party room somewhere. Um, and so I've been looking like a mad woman, and the only ones are like in the ones that will accommodate for those for the days that I'm looking for and for that many people is like in Hongdae, which is a little bit far from like central. Like Hongdae is like on the north side, kind of. Um, to have it like slightly more central would be ideal, but yeah, I think I'm gonna make the booking today. I will vlog it. In fact, I was trying to I'm gonna eventually make a what I do this whole past month vlog, my month of May vlog. So I've been trying to film bits here and there, but I just keep forgetting. And then tomorrow, I'm gonna go film a video because I have to carry on with my Seoul neighborhood videos. I was thinking maybe to do one on Myeongdong, but then because it's getting very busy again because during COVID it was literally a ghost town. Myeongdong became a ghost town. First of all, because there's a lot of Chinese people that were there before COVID, but then once the pandemic hit, like a lot of them either like left or like the businesses shut down. So Myeongdong became literally a ghost town, but now because like basically it's like, travels, everything's open back up, a lot of tourists coming in, everyone's going to Myeongdong. But honestly, like, and people say they go to Myeongdong for the street food, but it's honestly so overpriced. It's so overpriced. And actually, when we made the shorts the other day, and then when Subini said Myeongdong is like a tourist trap, the reason why she said that is because the street food there is literally outrageously expensive to what it is, what the street food you can get in elsewhere of Seoul. And then someone asked me on, I think it was on TikTok, they were like, what do you suggest instead of Myeongdong for street food? And so I'm going to Gwangjang Market tomorrow, and I will film a video there. Because that is the real Korean street food at like a normal local price. Myeongdong is literally because there's so many shopping. It's a shopping district, and it is like the center. It's like very central Seoul. That's why all the tourists go. But honestly, there was like a lobster skewer. It was for 20,000 won, which is what is the currency rate? Let me work it out. Which for street food, which is $15 USD. For like a street food skewer, do you want to pay $15 USD when for the same price you can actually go and sit down at a Korean restaurant and have like an actual meal? For like one street food price, that is like actually so overpriced. I know like, yeah, London street food was really, really expensive. But like I'm saying, in terms of Korea street food, what you expect to pay, Myeongdong is like the most overpriced. So don't go to Myeongdong. So that's why I'm going to go to Gwangjang Market tomorrow and film a video there. And yeah, that's what I'll be doing. Can you live stream your birthday party? I don't know about that because I'll probably end up getting very drunk. I will vlog bits of it, but probably live stream I might just embarrass myself completely. So how long do most Korean couples wait before meeting each other's parents? This is not a thing that happens. This very rarely happens. You only meet the parents when it becomes like very serious, like you're on the verge of getting married. Yeah. It's not like a casual like, hey, come around to like my parents' house. Just when you're casually dating, that just does not happen. Will Danny and David see each other there, or are they not invited? So actually, when I was filming KPC last week and I was saying to David like, hey, so I'm going to have a birthday party at the end of the month. I was like, I can invite both of you, right? He was like, yeah, it's absolutely fine. Like, seriously, don't be bothered about us. Just like invite whoever you want. Invite both of us. But, I mean, basically, yeah, they don't do any work together anymore, you guys. They don't have any like projects like that together anymore. Uh, so I will invite them both to my party, obviously, because I'm on good terms with both of them. So yeah. So yeah, Gwangjang Market. So I'm gonna go on a completely fasted, worked out, empty stomach. It will help if I had like someone else to go with me, but everyone like is busy, And tomorrow's actually like 30 degrees. I'm a bit scared. It's like 30 degrees Celsius tomorrow. It's very hot. Uh, Truck food in the US is pricey. Might as well eat at a restaurant. That's what the vibe I get with Myeongdong, like I said. Um, so, and then let me show you this thing that I was reading earlier. So about, let me screen share. Oh, that's my cargo skirt, first of all. Buy this. Everyone loves this. That's not what I was going to talk about. No, it was on this. Okay, let me just check. You can hear me, right? You guys can hear me? Okay, let me just move this to the side. So, increasing number of Korean women are no longer interested in dating or getting married. I mean, we've talked about this so many times, like with like on KBC as well. Um, let me read you the statistic. So, according to a recent survey, half of Korean men would like to be a woman their age, but only a quarter of women responded they would like to be with a man their age. Oh, okay. Does that mean they want to be with a man older or younger? It doesn't say. While societal concerns regarding the declining birth rate continue to rise, the diagnosis is that dating, let alone marriage, is not going to be easy due to the wide discrepancies between men's and women's opinions on their opposite sex. So according to this survey released on May 11th, regardless of marital status, 56% of men consider women their age to be someone they would like to be with. Among women, however, only 27% answered that they would want to be with a man, just want to be with someone, just like that alone. And 41% said they don't. Huh? Only 27% answered that they want to be with a man, and 41% said they don't want to be with a man. Isn't that the same thing? Isn't that the same exact thing? Am I not understanding it? Among women, only 27% answered that they want to be with a man, and 41% said they don't want to be. That's the same thing, no? Okay, maybe that was something lost in translation, but I think that means the same. um, the survey was conducted along 670 men and this many women, blah, blah, blah. Married people, this survey said, married people have more favorable views towards the opposite sex than unmarried people, with men and women viewing each other as responsible, competent, and honest. However, it's unclear whether married people view the opposite sex positively before marriage or their views have changed after living together. Basically, people who didn't want to get married find it difficult to empathize with the opposite sex, and about 40% considered each other irresponsible, while the same group of men found women competent but pretentious. Only 24% of the women deemed men competent. And then this is why, and then there's this other article: poor men in South Korea, likely single and childless, as those with money get to have it all. I mean, this is a problem not just in Korea, but worldwide. Okay, wait, you guys, oh my god, my camera battery is about to die. Okay, I might have to cut this short, but basically, because I can see my camera battery is about to die, I didn't change it before the live. But basically, okay, quick end. Incels growing in number in Korea. Women will always want to date up and up. I'll talk about this more next week. Oh my god, I did not expect this to happen. Basically, if this stream ends up cutting off at any point, it's because literally my camera is about to die. But okay, quickly. Incels are growing. Radical feminists are growing. Nobody likes each other. And women, this is a worldwide problem, right? Women will only want to date people that they deem to be better than them or like higher earning than them. And backup batteries. I do have backup batteries, but it's like I'm gonna have to turn off the stream to replace the battery. I mean, I've talked about for like 50 minutes. So if I undo the thing and like change the battery now, I'm gonna have to end the stream anyway. I have 4 backup batteries. But yeah, if I do that, then I'm gonna have to end the stream. I'm sorry, I just noticed it right now. Lol. I'll talk about this further next week, but like all these articles, it's like the same every week though. And it honestly makes me depressed. Basically incels are people who have like kind of given up on life, right? They don't want to try to like, I don't know, try to have like a more income or like make themselves feel better. they will just be like, nobody's gonna love us anyway. And also the radical feminists are like the same. They're like, actually, what are the viewpoints like? I will definitely talk more about this next week. Let me go back to the main OBS before I could say goodbye. Yeah, I will definitely talk more about this next week, but we also talk about it a lot on. Oh, wait, can you hear me still? Wait, let me maybe switch to my. Okay, guys, I'm gonna end the stream here. I'll talk about this next week. Have a good week, everyone. I don't know if you can hear me still. Bye.